In the annals of human history, few stories have stirred the soul and provoked the mind as much as those found in the New Testament. The life of Jesus, as chronicled in the Gospels, has been a beacon of hope, a source of controversy, and a wellspring of inspiration for billions. Yet, beneath the familiar narratives lie layers of complexity, contradictions, and questions that challenge the very foundations of faith and scholarship. One such story, the tale of the woman taken in adultery, serves as a microcosm of these broader issues, inviting us to delve into the intricate world of textual criticism and the quest for historical truth. The story of the woman taken in adultery, found in John chapters 7 through 8, verses 53 to 11, is a narrative that has captivated readers for centuries. It is a tale of compassion, wisdom, and moral integrity, where Jesus, faced with a trap set by the Pharisees, delivers a powerful message of forgiveness and mercy. The scene is vivid. A woman caught in the act of adultery, the Pharisees demanding her stoning as per the law of Moses, and Jesus, with a simple yet profound statement. "Let anyone among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone," disarms her accusers and saves her life. It is a moment that encapsulates the essence of Jesus' teachings, a testament to his divine nature and his mission to bring love and forgiveness into a world marred by judgment and condemnation. However, the story's inclusion in the Gospel of John is not as straightforward as it might seem. Textual critics, scholars who study the oldest and most reliable manuscripts of the Bible, have long noted that this passage does not appear in the earliest and most authoritative manuscripts. The Codex Sinaiticus and the Codex Vaticanus, two of the oldest and most respected texts, lack this story entirely. Moreover, the passage is found in different places in different manuscripts, sometimes appearing in the Gospel of John, sometimes in the Gospel of Luke, and sometimes at the end of the Gospel of John or even the Gospel of Luke. This variability suggests that the story was a floating tradition, a narrative that circulated independently before being inserted into the Gospels at various points. The absence of this story in the earliest and most reliable manuscripts raises significant questions about its authenticity. If the story is not part of the original text of the Gospel of John, how did it come to be included in the versions we read today? And if it was not part of the original Gospel, does this mean that the story itself is a fabrication, a later addition that does not reflect a genuine event in the life of Jesus? To answer these questions, we must turn to the principles of textual criticism. One of the most important principles is the principle of dissimilarity, which suggests that when faced with two versions of a text, the one that is less likely to have been altered by later scribes is more likely to be the original. In the case of the woman taken in adultery, the absence of the story in the earliest and most reliable manuscripts strongly suggests that it was a later addition. The fact that the story appears in different places in different manuscripts further supports this conclusion. If the story were original, it would be more likely to appear consistently in the same place across all manuscripts. But the question of the story's authenticity goes beyond its textual placement. We must also consider the content of the story itself. The story of the woman taken in adultery is a powerful and memorable narrative, one that aligns well with the broader themes of Jesus' teachings. It is a story that resonates with the human experience, touching on themes of sin, judgment, and forgiveness. The fact that it has been preserved and cherished by the Christian community for centuries is a testament to its enduring appeal and significance. However, the story's powerful message and widespread acceptance do not necessarily prove its historical accuracy. Textual critics must also consider the motivations of those who might have added the story to the Gospels. One possible explanation is that the story was a later addition designed to emphasize Jesus' teachings on forgiveness and mercy. The early Christian community, faced with the challenges of living out Jesus' commandments in a world that often seemed hostile and judgmental, may have found in this story a powerful example of how Jesus responded to sin and wrongdoing. The story's inclusion in the Gospels could have been a way of reinforcing these teachings and providing a model for Christian behavior. Another possibility is that the story was a genuine tradition about Jesus that circulated independently before being incorporated into the Gospels. The fact that the story is known from the 2nd century, as attested by Papias of Hierapolis, suggests that it was a well-known narrative early in the history of Christianity. Papias' reference to the story in the Gospel of the Hebrews, a text that is no longer extant but was known to early Christian writers, further supports the idea that the story had a long and independent tradition. The story's presence in different versions, such as the Armenian Gospel Book, which provides a different ending and explains what Jesus was writing on the ground, also suggests that the story was a living tradition that evolved over time. The variations in the story's details and placement in the Gospels indicate that it was a narrative that was adapted and modified by different communities to suit their particular needs and contexts. Despite these complexities, the story of the woman taken in adultery remains a valuable and meaningful part of the Christian tradition. Whether or not it can be traced back to a specific event in the life of Jesus, the story embodies the core values of Jesus' teachings and continues to inspire and challenge readers today. It is a reminder that the quest for historical truth is not the only measure of a story's value. The story's ability to speak to the human condition, to provoke reflection, and to inspire action is a testament to its enduring power and significance. In the end, the story of the woman taken in adultery serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities and nuances of the New Testament. It is a story that invites us to engage with the text on multiple levels, to question, to explore, and to find meaning in the midst of uncertainty. As we continue to study and interpret the Gospels, the story of the woman taken in adultery stands as a testament to the enduring power of the Christian narrative and the enduring relevance of Jesus' teachings. In conclusion, the story of the woman taken in adultery is a complex and multifaceted narrative that raises important questions about textual authenticity, historical accuracy, and the nature of religious tradition. Whether or not it is a genuine account of Jesus' life, it remains a powerful and meaningful story that continues to speak to the human heart.